spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News Latino civil rights group accuses Texas officials of intimidating voters' politics. The suit from the national and Texas branches of the League of United Latin American Citizens against Texas Secretary of State David Whitley and Attorney General Ken Paxton came in response to statements from the two Republican officials saying Whitley's office had discovered about 95,000 potential non-U.S. citizens registered to vote in Texas. From Whitley's office said roughly 58,000 of those identified had voted in at least one Texas election and pledged to investigate and refer individuals who were registered improperly to county registrars for further action. Domingo Garcia, president of LULAC, said in a news conference on Tuesday that the advisory was an attempt by Republicans in Texas to cheat voters. In a statement, Paxton's office said, "With CNN has reached out to Whitley's office for comment." The announcement from Whitley's office last week about potential voter fraud raised familiar alarm bells in Texas and across the nation. President Donald Paxton took to Twitter to announce Whitley's findings, issuing a tweet that amassed tens of thousands of retweets by Wednesday morning. Voter. On Sunday, Trump seized on the numbers from Texas, saying without evidence that they were the tip. 58,000. Whitley's announcement said his office would use state data on a monthly basis to match integrity. But Garcia, the LULAC president, said his group's initial review showed Whitley's evaluation was wrong and that a large share of the registered voters in the report were naturalized citizens. LULAC's legal complaint, filed in a Texas federal court, invoked a section of the Voting Rights Act forbidding voter intimidation and said Whitley and Paxton's efforts were an attempt to intimidate. The system Whitley's office used to go through state data failed to take the actualization process into account, the complaint said. The suit asked for the Texas officials' move to be declared in violation of federal law and for a preliminary and permanent injunction barring the officials from the American Civil Liberties Union and others who have long warned about such messages being used to limit voting access pushed back on the Texas officials' claims. Andre Segura, legal director at ACLU Texas, said that Texas did not know if the people flagged were actually non-citizens. The group said it had
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.